Today we're talking covering letter. Okay, there are two schools of thought on this topic. Other people they say covering letter is no longer necessary. It's so last season. One end says that covering letter is still relevant. I believe that covering letter is still relevant. Why? Because when you are sending an application or if you are sending a CV without a covering letter, to me it's like you're sending a naked CV. It's like you don't have a respect for me. And also, what you need to bear in mind is that the hiring managers or the recruitment agencies, if they send out an advert, they are not only dealing with one application at a time. They might be dealing with 4 or 8 applications at a time. So if your CV is coming in and they don't know where to put it, what happened? Your application ends up in the wrong area and then you don't get shortlisted. You then get called for an interview and you're sitting at home and you're wondering, I thought I qualified for that position, but you don't get called because your application went at the wrong box. Just put a covering letter. It's just a decent thing to do because every time when you do something, think about the person that is going to be receiving. Because when you know what position you're applying for, just make it easier for the person that is receiving. Okay? And also a well-written application letter makes the recruiter interested in you. They will read your covering letter and like, oh, okay, let me go to the CV and find out more, you know. So you use it as like a trap, like read my CV. So just make sure that your covering letter is well written, is short and straight to the point. Okay. So what you need to put on the covering letter itself, I will just mention there are lots of things and there are lots of ideas people that share, but I will just cover maybe about 4 things that I feel are important on the covering letter. First of all, you just need to make sure that your covering letter, as I said, is very short and straight to the point. And the second thing is find out who are you writing for. Most of the adverts, when they go out, they will tell you the response must be addressed to Miss Gloria Mtembo, or the application needs to be addressed to Bongani Mkhize. Just make sure you do that. When they told you address the application to this person, make sure that you do that. They mustn't say address the application to this person and you say DSA or madam. Okay? If you don't know or they haven't said where the application must be addressed to, just try to find out. If you can't, then you can put DSA or madam, but do not say to whom it may concern. Oh my God, don't do that. It's not nice. It's distasteful. Just don't do it. Okay? And then the second thing is tell them why you would like to work for them, why you've chosen them. Okay, as an applicant or as a person that is looking for a job, we know that you are looking for a job in different with different organizations, with different businesses. But when you write to them, make them feel as if you are interested in them. You are only want to work only for them. So when you write, just mention something about them, and also just mention. I'll make an example. If maybe you have seen them on the news recently, if there's something on the news recently, just mention, I am aware of this and this and this and this, congratulations or well done. So that, it becomes personal. Then they say, oh, this person is interested in us. He is not like putting the application because they want work, but they're interested in us. Also, maybe share something. Your organization stand for this. I share because this is what also I believe in. They're like, okay, they become interested. Those smaller things, they make a difference, I tell you. And then point number 3, you then tell them about you. What are you going to bring? What difference are you going to make? Why they must hire you and leave the second person? What are you going to bring? You have seen the advert, what the advert is looking for, or So bring your skills, your experience to what the advert is going to be delivering on. You just mentioned, don't go into detail because your CV is going to cover that. But just on the covering letter, you just give them a snippet of what are you going to bring to them. How are you going to make their life easy? How are you going to assist them to win? Okay. And then at the end, when you close in, tell them that please call me for an interview. But you don't sound desperate. You just say, I will appreciate if I can be given an opportunity of coming and presenting myself at the interview. Like, okay. Maybe they will give you an opportunity of coming and joining and calling you for an interview. Okay. And also, just finally, the covering letter, it has been used in other instances. I'll make an example. I remember we were interviewing for a financial manager position, and then at the end there were these two guys. They were both good, and we were like debating as a panel, which one must we take? Must we take A? Must we take B? What is the differentiator? We didn't know what we are supposed to do because they were both good, and we both felt as if they were gonna fit in the organization. We then said, okay, let's just go to their a CV or their application and see what makes them stand out. We had to take this one guy because on his covering letter, he mentioned something that wow everyone. So I'm just telling you, sometimes your CV can bail you out. Your CV can be a decider for you between getting a job or not getting a job. Okay. So yeah, Memory HR on a monthly basis, we hold a get ready for work workshop. So if you are closer where we are, please make sure you just check our social media pages and come. So at those workshops, we go into details in terms of what we need to do, what strategy you need to have, what plan you need to have, because everything in life, I believe it needs a plan so that it can work. I hope this helps. Okay, bye.